Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Butterboy here. Welcome back to the channel. I know this is kind of a late video. I know it's like almost well past my bedtime. I actually got to go back to work tomorrow, so you'll actually see a stream highlight video tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really tired right now. I know this is kind of late, so I'm trying to get this out there to you guys as fast as I possibly can. First off, before I get into the topic of what I'm wanting to talk about, is I just want to say thank you so much for all the support that you guys are giving me in all my other videos. The subs that are actually coming to my channel, the new subs, as well as all the comments you guys are leaving on my videos. One in particular, the Please Fix Connections video. I'm actually very surprised that so many people are actually having trouble in this game. I swear to God, I only thought it was like me and a couple other people that were really having some difficulty in some of the connection problems that I'm facing in this game. And the fact that I'm looking at all the different comments and people are having a lot of different issues in this game, it's one thing for me that I'm just very concerned about, and one thing I'm just like, man, this needs to be fixed, because I just cannot believe that this is something that we are all dealing with as a community and nothing has been addressed. So I'll talk about that a little bit in this video as well, but also too, I want to just kind of go over some of the problems, at least on the Xbox, not receiving the update. I know that's been a really big frustration for, myself, as somebody that mainly plays on Xbox. I could jump on PS4, but I really don't want to. I have a lot more friends on Xbox. I have a lot more fun on Xbox, and it's just kind of the one thing. But if you were an Xbox owner, I know that was one thing that really sucked, and I hated that we had to wait so long. Not so much of Treyarch's fault, but Xbox. Like, what are you guys doing? Come on, man. Help us out. Like, you want to win the console war and you want to win it, just help us out. Help us play the games. Help us wanting to be, supporters of you instead of going to PS4 to where they're actually updating stuff. So hopefully you guys can do better next time. Hopefully we're not waiting when the content comes out for next week. So if you guys don't already know, there's more DLC coming out for next week, at least for Xbox. PS4 has it right now because they have that contract with PlayStation and Sony, which kind of sucks, at least for somebody that owns an Xbox. There's all different types of content for this supply drop system, the supply stream that they're actually doing that we're kind of missing out on the Xbox. So far, it looks really cool. Sucks that it looks like there's going to be a lot of playing time that needs to be had in the game to actually unlock some of this stuff. So I imagine that, as well as more money. I know Treyarch is going to be wanting to make money, and I totally understand that, but a lot of us are probably going to have to be spending some money in order to get some of the cosmetics, the cool looking stuff that we want to look like and have in the game. That's going to be the one thing that's going to be sucking to have to do. So let's go ahead and get into the real topic of this discussion, and it is this game. It needs tender love and care, man. It really does. It needs some TLC, because the fact that so many people watched that video of, please fix the connections, and a lot of people were having a big problem with this game with connections. I totally get you. I totally understand everything that you guys are talking about, because I suffer those same things. There's several times where I'll round a corner and see this dude on my screen, and all of a sudden I will be shot and see his kill cam, and I'm like, that is not what I saw on my screen. Here, I'll give you an example too. We were playing around. I got my shotgun, got the auto shotgun out there, the semi-auto shotgun, not the pump. So I got this guy in front of me. I'm shooting him. He's turning around. He's going around me. And I'm shooting. Not getting hit markers, even though his body is literally in my crosshairs. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And then all of a sudden I see the kill cam. The dude is behind me, and I'm like, that is not what the fuck was on my screen. Now come on, that should not happen. I get that there is still that lag compensation. There is some latency in whatever the connection is in this game, but stuff like that should not happen. I think everybody needs a balance to everything that's going on with the connection, and it sucks right now that it's 2018 and we're still dealing with connection issues when it comes to the Call of Duty series. Not saying that Black Ops 4 is a bad game. I think for the most part, at least in the gameplay that you're seeing right now, I'm having a great time. I'm using the Hades with the crossbar, which I'll get into a video about that later. Having a lot of fun and really enjoying the game, but the fact that the connections are the one thing that is really dragging me down into where, do I want to continue playing this game? Do I want to go to something else? Or do I want to try to toughen it out and try to keep playing? Is always one thing I have to struggle with throughout the day of playing. And I know people too that have been playing Blackout. This is not just a multiplayer thing. I know people that are playing Blackout that are having a lot of difficulty on that when it comes to the consoles, just because stuff like, being able to pick up gear off your buddies that have died, or different things that have been kind of bugging people out, and when it comes to the Blackout, has been a big bother, and it sucks that all this tender love and care, all this TLC that Black Ops 4 needs, and all that effort is being put into cosmetics and not actually fixing what is kind of going on. I get it. I totally understand that Treyarch needs to make money off this game. I'm not going to be a sourpuss about that whatsoever. I understand they're a business and they have to put their focus into this and being able to make a profit. But the one thing that sucks as a player, that's somebody that's wanting to continue on by supporting the game, supporting the company, and being able to have fun with their friends and have fun in the game and just continue to play it again and again and again. It definitely sucks that the connection is one thing that is really starting to draw people away from the game and going to play different things. And it's not one thing that I want it to take. I do not want the connections to be the one thing that takes me away. There's a number of different things that I would love to see changed in Black Ops 4. That being like some of the ICR and Vapor, like, oh my god, you will literally go into a game full of people using the basic rifle. You'll see people using the ICR and the Vapor pretty much all the time just because they are pretty big powerhouses that are actually in the multiplayer, but that's totally for another video. But you know, there's all different types of problems that are in Black Ops 4 that I really do wish you would see some type of information about, or some type of editing to it. I do understand that Treyarch will probably be on the case, being able to fix some of the stuff, but the connections, I just don't see it. I don't see that being one of the things that they're going to be planning on fixing here before too long, or actually ever, because we kind of saw the same thing when it came to World War II, and I know somebody was actually mentioning this in the comment video when it came to the connection, is that, yeah, we're pretty much running into the same conflict that we had in World War II when it comes to connections and being able to have these big gunfights with people and being able to see the exact same thing that your enemy is seeing, and that's certainly not the case. And it definitely sucks that for a game that's actually a lot of fun, that I'm really having a great time on, that the connection is the one thing that's dragging me away, and it sucks, man. It really does. I don't know if you guys are having a lot of fun like I am. Again, if I'm playing with a full team, if I'm playing in a game mode like Domination, Hardpoint, or Control, something that's objective, I'm definitely having a lot of fun, and I definitely try to challenge myself by using different guns. The Hades being one of those guns that I'm challenging myself. I will tell you right now, the Hades, sometimes it can be great, sometimes it can be really bad. Depends on actually the connection. If you kind of think about it, it's a lot of fun to use. It's trying to make it up to the crossbar, and if you have not made it up to the crossbar, this is what that operator mod looks like. It is definitely, you're just shooting from the hip. It's able to tighten up the crosshairs, shoot from the hip, and be able to actually maneuver a lot better. And it's definitely one gun that I've had a lot of fun with, that I want to continue to challenge myself with. I want to continue to like use guns that I don't normally see other players using, which is another thing that sucks, because you do see a lot of the same guns used over and over again. And that's just one thing that I'm just like, man, I don't think people are challenging themselves at all. And I know that really goes down to, you know, different patches, updates, whatever to the game, to where it makes other guns more desirable. I mean, hell, how often do you see somebody using the Hades? How often do you see people using, you know, other guns out there that are not the main basic weapons, the ICR being the most basic gun, and you will see that gun more often than any other gun in the game. And that is the one thing that just kind of makes me upset, is I want more draw to different things. I mean, not only to the connection, but more draw onto different weapons in the game. I want to see more variety. I want to see more weaponry that are used in the game besides the basic loadout. I don't know. That might just be me. I would love to know from you guys. What do you guys think about the loadouts as well when it comes to different weapons? Do you guys see a lot of different weapon types out there? I feel like I don't, but maybe it's up to you guys. Maybe you guys see a different loadouts out there, but I don't know, man. I see ICRs, I see augers, and I see the Vapor, and that's pretty much it. Those are the weapons that I see most often. But I would love to know from you guys, what do you guys think about, you know, different weapons being used or weapons not being used? I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below. But also too, let me know again more in the comments. What do you guys think about the connections? Is it still really bad for you? For me, I know it's really bad. I know at least with the update it didn't fix it. So I would love to know from you guys if you guys are still having the same problems that I am. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop me a like. Let me know down in the comments below to my 2 questions. Have a great rest of the day, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.